Dear students, welcome back to my channel. In this class, let's continue the numericals on the third chapter, that is current electricity. Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed up to the ninth numerical problem. That is when two resistors are connected in series with a cell of EMF 2 volt and negligible internal resistance. A current of 2 by 5 ampere flows in the circuit. That problem. Okay. Now, so in this class, let's continue from the 10th one. Okay. So the 10th numerical problem says that two resistance coils 100 ohm and 200 ohm are respectively connected in series across 100 volt battery. Okay. A moving coil voltmeter of resistance 200 ohm is connected in turn across each coil. What will be the reading of the voltmeter in each case? Okay, so please understand, two resistors are given. Coils means resistors only. So two resistors are given. They are having a resistance of 100 ohm and 200 ohm respectively. Okay, here are two cases. Case 1. See, like this, two resistors are connected in series across a cell. So this is 100 ohm, this is 200 ohm. So EMF of the cell is 100 volt. A moving coil voltmeter of resistance 200 ohm. Say here in the first case, voltmeter is connected across 100 ohm. Okay, here the resistance of the voltmeter is given as 200 ohm. Okay, 200 ohm is the resistance of the voltmeter. So in the case 1, next we want to find out what is the reading of the voltmeter in this case. What will it read in each case? Okay. See, in the case 1, I have connected the voltmeter across the first resistor, that is 100 ohm. Okay. So even that voltmeter is having a resistance of 200 ohm. Actually, an ideal voltmeter is having an infinite resistance at the head, isn't it? Okay. First of all, we want to find out the effective resistance of the combination. Okay. R effective. What is R effective? These two are in parallel. R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2, and then it is in series with 200. I will call this as some R3. Okay, fine. Next, R1 into R2 means 200 into 100 divided by 200 plus 100 plus R3 is 200. Okay. Next, this is 2 followed by 4 zeros, and this is 300 plus 200. 2 zeros cancel. 200 divided by 3. If you take 200 outside, it becomes 1 by 3 plus 1. Okay. So this is 200 into 4 by 3. This is 800 divided by 3. This is R effective. Next, by using this R effective, we want to find out the current. Okay. So therefore, I is equal to R effective into V. That is 800 by 3. So this is V by R, not R effective into V. I is equal to V divided by R effective. Okay. So how much is V? I will write here. Current I is equal to V divided by R effective. V is 100 and R effective is 800 by 3. 3 goes to numerator. 2 zeros cancel. So this is 3 by 8 ampere. Okay. Therefore, the PD across this combination, PD across 100 ohm resistor is given by V100 is equal to I into RP here. Okay. Next, how much RP we have got here? See, I is 3 by 8 and RP, that is 200 into 100 divided by 200 plus 100. This is what? So that is 200 into 100 divided by 200 plus 100. Next, this is 3 by 8 into 2 followed by 4 zeros divided by 300. Next, here 2 zeros, 3 cancels. 200 divided by 8. 200 divided by 8. How much is this? So 4 2s are 4 50s are. Therefore, this is 25 volt. V100 is equal to 25 volt. So what I have done here, please remember to find the PD, suppose this is V100. To find this V100, first of all, we should know the value of current. If we multiply the current with this R effective, I mean this RP, we get V100. Okay. How to get the current means, current will come only when we know the R effective of the combination. Okay. Here, the R effective of the combination, take a look, 200 and 100, they are in parallel combination. Hence, 200 into 100 divided by 200 plus 100. Next, this parallel combination is in series with this 200 ohm, therefore plus 200. Next, on simplification, we get 800 divided by 3. Using this R effective and by knowing the value of EMF of the cell, we can find out the current flowing through the circuit. The current flowing through the circuit will become V divided by R effective on solving 3 by 8 amps. Next, here we want to find out the potential difference across this parallel combination, otherwise this 100 ohm. For that, what we want to do means, the current is flowing like this. Okay, so if we multiply that current with this R effective, we get the PD. Okay, therefore I into RP. I is 3 by 8 and RP separately also you can take it. Okay, 200 into 100 divided by 200 plus 100. On solving you get 25 volt. Okay, so this is the case 1. Next, in the case 2, what they are doing? In the case 2, they remove this voltmeter from here and they connect it here. Voltmeter resistance is 200 ohm. Okay. Now, the same thing we should do here, but here what happens? R1, R2, R3 values will change. Suppose this is V200. To find the value of V200, we should know this R parallel and this current I. Next, R effective. Take a look here. If you call this as R1 and these two as R2 and R3, then it becomes R2, R3 divided by R2 plus R3. These two are in parallel and that parallel combination is in series with this 100. Okay, R1 100, R2 R3. So actually I have already taught it, when two identical resistors are connected in parallel. Okay, the R effective value is, here Rp is equal to R by N, that is 200 divided by 2, that is equal to 100. Okay, 100 plus 100, so 200 ohm. So this is R effective of the combination. Next, using this R effective, let us calculate the current. Current I is given by V divided by R effective. V is 100, R effective is 200. Therefore, this is 1 by 2 ampere. Next, the PD across 200 ohm resistor, that is V200 is equal to I into RP. I into RP. I is anyhow 1 by 2. RP, that RP is given by 100. Therefore, this is 50 volts. This is the PD across the second parallel combination, that is PD across 200 ohm resistor. Okay. Next, let's move to the 11th one. It is your NCERT problem. The storage battery of a car has an EMF of 12 volt. If the internal resistance of the battery is 0.4 ohm, what is the maximum current that can be drawn from the battery? Okay, the storage battery of the car has an EMF. EMF is given as 12 volt. If the internal resistance of the battery is 0.4 ohm, R is equal to 0.4 ohm, what is the maximum current that can be drawn from the battery? I max is question mark. Okay, so what is the relationship between internal resistance and EMF of the cell? Internal resistance, EMF and current, we know that I is equal to E divided by R plus R. Okay, here current is maximum when R is equal to 0. Okay, so when there is no external resistance. Therefore, I max is equal to just E divided by R. What is the EMF given? 12 volts. So what is the R given? 0.4. So therefore it becomes 30 ampere. So 30 ampere of current is more than enough for all the headlights, mic set, AC, etc. in a car. Okay. So like this we have to calculate the I max. So one thing you have to keep in your mind, for I to be maximum, this denominator has to be minimum. Okay, here R is given, so we can't take it as 0, but capital R concept has not given. So when R becomes 0, then I will be maximum. That is, I max is equal to E by R. Okay. Next, let's move to the 12th one. Question number 12. A wire of 10 ohm resistance is gradually stretched to double its original length. Please understand carefully. A wire of 10 ohm resistance is gradually stretched to double its original length. It is then cut into two equal parts. These parts are then connected in parallel across a 2 volt battery. Calculate the current drawn from the battery. Okay. here the wire having resistance 10 ohm. Next, when it is gradually stretched, on stretching, its length, initial length was, say for example, L1 is equal to L, initial resistance, R1 is equal to R, that is 10, initial area of cross section A1, A for example. Okay, now on stretching, L2 becomes 2 times L. Okay, so that is 2 times L1, and A2 will become A1 by 2. On stretching, its length doubles means that is uniform stretching. Okay, area of cross section will become half. Therefore, R2 divided by R1 gives us, what is the formula for R? Rho L by A. Rho L by A. Here it is L2, A2. This is L1, A1. Rho cancels. Rho never changes since it is the property of that wire. Next, L2 by A2 into A1 by L1. What is L2? On stretching, the length becomes 2 times L1. On stretching, A2 becomes A1 by 2. 2 goes to numerator. A1 by L1. L1 cancel. A1 cancel. Therefore, it is 4. R2 divided by R1. Therefore, R2 is equal to 4 times R1. 4 times R1 means R2 becomes 40 ohm. Please remember, so in objectives we used to give one shortcut to you. In such case of stretching, when the length is doubled, that is n is equal to 2, then the resistance will become n square times r. N square means n is 2, since the length is doubled, so n square means 4. So resistance becomes 4 times. Okay, like this. Please remember, initially they have given one wire having a resistance of 10 ohm, having a length L, having area of cross section A. So they are stretching the wire so that its length becomes 2 times. That is L2 is 2L. If the length increases means area of cross section has to be decreased by a factor 2 since it is uniform stretching. Therefore A1 by 2. We have the formula for resistance. R is equal to rho L by A. Therefore rho L2 by A2, rho L1 by A1. So on solving, R2 it becomes 40 ohm. Next step. What is the next step we want to do here? So now we have got this wire having 40 ohm resistance. Okay. Next, what they are saying, these parts are then connected in parallel across 2 volt battery. See, a wire of 10 ohm resistance is gradually stretched to double its original length. Okay. On stretching, its resistance becomes 40. Now, it has cut into 2 parts. Okay. It is then cut into 2 equal parts. If we cut this, the length becomes half. Therefore, the resistance, since resistance is directly proportional to length, it becomes 20 ohm and it becomes 20 ohm. Okay. Now, these 2 parts are connected in parallel across 2 volt battery. 20 ohm, 20 ohm. They are connected in parallel across a 2 volt battery. Then calculate the current drawn from the battery. How to calculate the current drawn from the battery? Same procedure. Our formality says, according to the convention, usually I is equal to V by R effective. That formula we use. V is 2. What is the R effective here? When 2 identical resistors are connected in parallel, the R effective will be R divided by N. R by N means 20 by 2, which gives us 10. Therefore, the current becomes 0.2 ampere. Okay, so an important problem. Please go through it. Next, let's move to the 13th numerical problem. I will rub this. I will start from left side. Question number 13. A wire having length 2 meter, diameter 1 millimeter and resistivity 1.963 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter is connected in series with a battery of EMF 3 volt and internal resistance 1 ohm. Calculate the resistance of the wire and current in the circuit. Okay. A wire having length L is equal to 2 meter, diameter 1 millimeter, therefore its radius will become 0.5 millimeter. Resistivity is given, resistivity is 1.963 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter is connected in series with a battery of EMF 3 volt and internal resistance 1 ohm. Calculate the resistance of the wire and current in the circuit. Okay. How to calculate the resistance in the circuit? Very simple. Resistance in the circuit is R is equal to rho L by A. Rho we know, L we know, A for A use pi r square. Okay, pi r square. So substitute the values and you get the value of R 5 into 10 power minus 2 ohm. 5 into 10 power minus 2 ohm. Next up, what they are asking is calculate the resistance of the wire and the current in the circuit. So finding the current is very simple. I is equal to E divided by R plus R. So this 5 into 10 power minus 2 is nothing but 0.05 ohm. Okay. Here E is given 3, R is 0.05 plus small r is 1. Therefore 3 divided by 1.05. So approximately you should get 2.86. Exactly 2.86 ampere. 2.86 ampere. Okay. Okay, anyhow, so it is almost 25 minutes. A network, 14th one, a network of resistors is connected to a 12 volt battery as shown in figure. Calculate the equivalent resistance of the network and obtain the current in 12 ohm and 6 ohm resistors. Okay, so actually this problem I forgot to say you was asked in the year June 2006. 2016. June 2016 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ numerical problem. Okay. So if you take a look at the 14th one, a network of resistors is given. So it is 12 ohm. Next one 6 ohm resistor is also given, which is connected in parallel. Next, it is connected to a cell whose EMF is 12 volt. The internal resistance is not given here. Calculate the equivalent resistance or effective you want to find out first. Next, obtain the current in 12 ohm and 6 ohm resistor. That is I12 and I6. Okay, question mark. Actually, I have taught few problems in the theory itself. So this question was asked in the year July 2014. July 2014 it seems. Okay, it is very simple. How to find out R effective? R effective is Rp R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2, that is 12 into 6 by 12 plus 6, 72 divided by 18. So this is 4 ohm. Okay, so this is the answer for first one. Next, second one they are asking us to find out the current. Say for example, this is I12, this is I6. Okay, here the V is 12 volt. And we know that in a parallel combination the voltage remains constant and the current will split. Therefore, I12 is given by V divided by R, that is 12 divided by 12. Sorry, V is how much? 12. R is how much? 12. 12 by 12, 1 ampere. And the I6 is given by, again V by R. V is 12 and R is 6, which gives us 2 ampere. 1 ampere and 2 ampere. Now let us cross check this whether the current is 1 ampere plus 2 ampere, 3 ampere or not anta. Okay, for cross checking, see here, I is equal to V by R effective formula you can use. V is 12, R effective 4, therefore this is 3 ampere. Correct it. Okay, totally 3 ampere will come. In that 3 ampere, here 1 ampere goes and here 2 ampere goes. Finally, the same 3 ampere will come out of the circuit. Okay, so like this. So in the next class, let's continue from the 15th numerical problem. Okay, so anyhow, so sorry then, 1 ampere ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 2 ampere. Okay, anyhow, so thank you for watching. So ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿತೌಟ್